This new ChatGPT tasks update that was announced just a few hours ago is absolutely wild. And if you're scared of AI taking over, keep watching because after seeing ChatGPT's new task feature, maybe you should be, but here's why that's amazing news for you. So ChatGPT tasks just turn your AI chatbot into a 24/7 productivity machine. It can track your competitors, write your content, check stock prices, and even create workout plans all whilst you're sleeping. No more forgetting, no more procrastinating, no more human error. It's like having a superhuman assistant worth 100 grand a year that never needs coffee breaks. Plus, I'll give you over 100 use cases for ChatGPT tasks. Let's go. So, big update from ChatGPT today. We've got ChatGPT tasks rolling out, and it's pretty impressive what you can do. So, let's get straight into it. Now, if you're understanding, okay, what can it do? How can it work, etc., I'll run you through the best case studies in a minute. But here you can see basically this is about scheduled tasks in ChatGPT. So you can basically automate and schedule tasks with ChatGPT directly. It's already rolled out. I've already got access to it, and I'll show you exactly how it works in a minute. And this can work on, for example, ChatGPT Web, on the app, etc. It's coming to Windows pretty soon, and it can basically go off, create tasks, run them later, and then everything is automated. Now, you can also choose between specific times. So, for example, like a one-time only task, or you can have it monthly or nightly or daily recurring if you want to. And I'll come on to some of the ways you can use that. If you want notifications on this, you will either get push notifications if you've enabled that, or you will get emails when the task is complete. Now, these do not rely on you being online. So this is like an AI agent that just goes off, does the job. You don't need to touch it. But then when you do check back, you'll receive that notification via email or via push notification that says, here's the job, it's done, boom shakalaka. For example, here's how it works, right? So this is in beta. I'm sure there's plenty of use cases coming. And I'll show you one of the craziest updates that's coming around this. But basically, for example, you can say, can you give me a briefing on AI news each afternoon? Or practice French with me daily? Or remind me about my mum's birthday, right? Actually, all of these are valid use cases, right? And if you want to figure out how to set up a task, basically you go to ChatGPT. You're then going to select GPT 4.0 with scheduled tasks directly inside ChatGPT. So you can select from the drop down here, GPT scheduled tasks. And then, for example, what you can see here is we can say schedule tasks to practice Spanish with me daily. And now it's got it on the calendar. You can see the details of the tasks. So for example, you can change the name of the reminder. You can actually have custom instructions. So you can say, for example, okay, this is the way I want to practice Spanish, or give me 100 words to learn each day, or give me some more advanced techniques, or I'm a beginner, whatever. It's like a replacement for Duolingo. And I'll come on to why that is in a second or what I think is happening right here. But basically, for example, if we look at the instructions, it's practice Spanish, practice 100 words, go back and forth with me to do voice mode, etc. And then you can select the schedule. So you can say, okay, we're going to do this daily or weekly or monthly or annually, or you can even set up a custom schedule right here. So you can select the dates you want it. On top of that, you can also select whether it repeats or not. So whether it's going to happen every day or whether it doesn't repeat at all and it's just a one-time task, right? So for example, birthday reminders, that's going to be once a year. And you can see, for example, as well, you can also pause and delete this. So for example, if you're like, I'm going to take a little breather from learning Spanish, you can pause it, then resume it later, then delete it if you want to. But either way, you've got all the details right there. Now, on top of that, what you can see here is that you get the option to turn on desktop notifications. So you will get notified when there's an update on your tasks. So you can allow that or not allow that, right? Now, obviously, this means that you'll receive not only an email, but also a notification on your desktop when that task is completed. Now, once you've set all of your tasks up that you want to recur, you can then go to your profile picture in the top right, click on tasks, and from here, you'll see all your scheduled tasks, right? So anything that you've created. If you want to edit them, you can click on that. If you want to delete them or pause them, you can click on that. And then if we go back to a new chat, open up tasks again, we can also ask ChatGPT directly. So there's two different ways we can edit this. Inside the menu over here, and then also inside the chat over here. And if you need to edit your notifications, so let's say you turn it off and then you want to turn it back on again, then you can go to notifications inside your settings. So click on your profile picture, click on settings, and then go down to notifications. And you can change whether you want push or email notifications enabled like you see. So we can just click that back on if we want to, turn off the push notifications, and there we go. Now, you might be wondering, okay, what are the usage limitations of this? So tasks in ChatGPT use GPT 4.0. So your ChatGPT plans usage limits will also apply to any tasks that you schedule. So for example, ChatGPT has a limit on 10 active tasks at any time. And if you reach this limit, ChatGPT will not be able to create new tasks unless you pause or delete the existing tasks. And I think that's quite good because you don't want too many notifications, too much stuff going on, etc. And also something to bear in mind here is that this is not supported for voice chats, file uploads, or GPTs, but it seems like this is just because it's in beta, and that's probably coming soon. Now, if you're wondering, okay, why have they added this feature? It's because right now it's just kind of like a chatbot. And the way that I see ChatGPT and OpenAI going, especially this year, is that they're trying to get closer and closer to AGI, aka human level intelligence. So, for example, if you look at this Reflections blog by Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, right? He estimates that in 2025, we will see the first AI agents join the workforce and materially change the output of companies, right? So, for example, if you've got something that can remind you, like ChatGPT tasks, then not only is it doing the task for you, but it's also automated for you so that each day it's going to do that task. Now, here's the thing, right? I don't know about you, but I own a company and I have to constantly remind my team, do this, do that. I have like daily checks to make sure they've actually done the work, right? Because obviously people drop the ball, they forget, things get in the way, maybe sometimes things aren't done properly, etc. And this is the scary thing about ChatGPT is that ChatGPT tasks is not going to forget, it's not going to get confused, it's not going to drop the ball. I don't have to check in with it, it's probably going to check in with me with the notifications. And all of a sudden, you've gone from something that's super inefficient to something that's very efficient and saves you hundreds of hours. And that's the difference. Now, I want to show you an example of a notification. So I'm going to say, in 1 minute, check the weather, right? And it's creating the task. As you can see, it's got the details. And that's the other thing as well. Like, you don't have to think about the calendar schedule or what time that's going to be done or whether it repeats or not. Like, it just fills in all the details for you, and then you can edit it later. You could say stuff like, for example, remind me when my passport expires in 6 months. And then it's just going to schedule that for you. So it's like a personal assistant or an executive assistant that figures out when you need reminders, and then you don't have to worry about it, and all that mental energy you had worrying about that topic is gone. You don't have to put it on your to-do list. You don't have to worry that someone else is going to drop the ball. You don't have to worry that you're going to be forgetful or that that idea is going to go out of your mind. You can easily just go into ChatGPT tasks on your app or on the desktop and get it fixed in. Now, there's other stuff as well that's super useful, I think, for anyone here, right? For example, give me a news briefing every single day at 7 a.m. Now, it might not be that you want the news. For me, for example, I don't really read the news. But as an SEO agency, I might say, okay, give me an SEO news briefing or give me an SEO and AI news briefing every day at 7 a.m. And then it's create the task and it's just going to go off and do that. Or it could be, for example, check once a month for concert tickets to see your favorite artist in your area. So, for example, if you have a type of music that you like, you don't want to keep proactively searching, you don't want to think about that anymore, but you can just automate that task. And then ChatGPT can go off and do the research whilst you've probably forgotten about when to do that task or what you're looking for. And then it will come back to you with an email notification once it's done. And then, for example, what you can see here is based on that notification that we requested is done the task right here, San Francisco, clear skies update. Click on view the message. We can see the reminder in the chat right there. And all of a sudden, it's super easy to get notifications on everything that we want. For example, for you as well, like if you're running a business, if you're an SEO, whatever, you could say, find me mentions of my brand every day, right? Now that's actually a paid feature on Ahrefs, but you can just get ChatGPT to do it because it's using the index from bing.com, which means that it's going to find a lot of the same data. And on top of that, you only get a notification if there are any actual mentions, right? So if there's no mentions, you're not going to get a notification, which is going to save you time as well. The other thing is ChatGPT is personalized to you. It knows who you are, what you're doing, what you're working on, what your businesses are, because you're using it every single day for work, which means that if it's finding brand mentions, it's going to easily figure out, okay, here's what I should search for directly. Other practical use cases, for example, you could say research the price of the S&P 500 every 30 days. Let's say you're an investor, or let's say you have a portfolio. You don't want to be checking the price of Bitcoin at S&P 500 every single day, but you can research the price every 30 days, which means you don't need to think about it anymore. You do get the notifications, and if you want to check it, you can check it. Now, also what you can do here is you can say, generate a new image every single night as well, right? So recurring tasks is not just limited to text-written tasks or internet-based searches. For example, you can generate new images each night, and then it's created a notification for that. So for example, for me, one of the recurring tasks that we do is we create shorts and short scripts each day, right? So what you can do is go back to ChatGPT tasks, say write a new shorts script about the latest AI update. And then what I can actually do is use the prompt that I generally have for shorts and writing short scripts, which you can see right here. And so we've got the actual task, the details of the task and the prompt. And then each day it's going to write the scripts every day for me so that I don't even need to think about that or prompt ChatGPT anymore to do it. Really simple stuff, but it works. For example, You could even take that one step further, and you could do this for your competitors, for your own content, whatever you feel is required. But you could say, for example, okay, navigate to Julian Goldie's YouTube channel, write a new short script about the latest video on there, and it knows exactly what to do, when to do it, scheduled it in each day, and then we'll get the email notification once it's done, which means that we've just saved ourselves a ton of time. And that is like something I would actually use every single day because it is a pain. Other things we could do, for example, we could say, give me a full body workout plan for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and remind me to give you my performance in terms of reps and weights too. For example, what you can see here is that you can replace a lot of the workout apps directly inside ChatGPT, which is probably where a lot of people spend a lot of time already. And then each day it's going to tell you to follow the full body workout plan, provide performance data, reps and weights. It's set up a custom schedule like you can see right here because we're only doing this 3 days a week. Other basic stuff as well, for example, like shopping lists. For me, for example, I have a Sunday checklist of all the stuff that I order every 7 days. And I could say, okay, remind me every Sunday to order 7 packs of blueberries. Very specific, but you get the point. Like it's just going to add that to the list. And literally in a matter of minutes, we've now scheduled automated reminders that I would normally have to type in manually myself, make sure I'm actually tracking it, checking in with it directly, and all of that manual work is just done now. The final thing that you can do is you can ask for habit reminders. So for example, like if you're into journaling, let's say you've set a New Year's goal to journal every day at 7 a.m. You could say, remind me to journal every day at 7 a.m. and some prompts to practice gratitude, like you can see right here. There's other things too as well. For example, I have this newsletter on LinkedIn, like you can see right here. We publish content each day. And if I went back to ChatGPT, I was like, based on the latest news and headlines in my niche, and you can just insert your niche, for example, AI SEO, write a blog post every single day. Now it's hit the limit, but basically I can easily just delete some tasks, manage them, delete this one, delete that bad boy, go back to the previous chat that we're in, grab that previous prompt, plug it in, we're scheduled in and we're living the dream, all right? That's how easy all this stuff is. And so you've basically got like a version of Zapier that's even more intelligent. And now you've basically got like an automated version of any to-do list that you previously had, right? And it's all built into the platform that you're doing a lot of work from anyway. So it's super powerful, probably underestimated by a lot of people if you don't know how to use it. But as you can see, there are loads of use cases for this update, and it is a bit of a game changer. Plus, when ChatGPT roll out their operator update this year, it's going to get absolutely wild. And I think that's coming this month from what I've heard. So who knows where the world will be at the end of 2020. And I've already shown you a lot of use cases, but just to summarize, you can replace habit trackers. It's like a personal or executive assistant, except it doesn't drop the ball like you get with human error. You can replace apps like Duolingo for learning languages, weekly shopping lists, work productivity. Bear in mind as well, you set up one notification now, it's going to save 1,000 decisions or 1,000 manual reminders later. And additionally, with AI agents coming this month, and their operator update coming, this could be an absolute game changer. So thanks so much for watching. What I've actually done is collected a list of 100 use cases based on ChatGPT tasks that are actually practical and useful for you to save you hundreds of hours. If you want to get free access to that, it's inside my free SEO course, link in the comments description. And this free SEO course will show you how to get more leads, traffic, and sales and customers with SEO. Now, this free course, it comes with over 216 lessons on SEO to grow your business. And this is better than most paid courses out there. On top of that, if you go to the AI agent section right here, and then scroll down to ChatGPT tasks, you can get the video notes and 100 use cases from the video today. And if you want to get a free one-to-one SEO strategy session, feel free to get that. We'll show you how we take websites from 0 to 145,000 visitors a month and generate hundreds of thousands of dollars in sales on autopilot. On this free link building acceleration session, you'll get a free SEO domination plan, discover the secrets of SEO link building, or answer any questions you have one-to-one, and that would normally cost thousands of dollars, but we're doing it for free. You can learn the best link building strategy for your website, plus how to quickly outrank your competitors in link building, and how to 10x your SEO traffic based on what's working for us. Feel free to get that. Appreciate you watching.